it was either Phantom or Lock-In, and there were these challenges, and the final challenge was a peanut butter and jelly making/eating contest. And the two participants, the two people eating the sandwiches, happened to be our technical director for Phantom, Cody Pulliam, however you pronounce his name, and our lovely lady, Miss Savannah Dew, who had, I think recently, but broken up, and the hostility was there, and the tension was high, and it seemed like a battle for their lives, and they're just shoving peanut butter and jelly sandwiches down their throats, it's getting everywhere. It's absolutely disgusting, and there's just this sparks flying, and I don't remember who won, but tables were flipped, and peanut butter was everywhere in places no one wanted peanut butter to be, and it was hilarious.
My favorite memory from my time in the LBJ Theater was the opportunity to write, direct, and, of course, star in my own comedic adaptation of Shakespeare for the Texas State Renaissance Festival.
Most memorable thing would probably be as Horatia's Hamlet. During one of the acrobatics, I landed really badly on one of my knees, and dinged it up pretty good. And yeah, just going through the rest of the play, limping and switching roles to people for knee support and stuff like that.
My favorite memory would have to be the Brothers Karamazov show. So I did that my senior of high school, and I loved the whole cast. I loved everyone there, and thank you to everyone who had any kind of say or anything to do with that show.
Harry Potter musical. It was like the second night of show, and we were having Tech Fun Day, and our star, Noe Mina, decided that he wanted to play a little pre-show soccer game on stage, and we, of course, being both physically more fit and just of a general, how do I say that, higher intellect in the tech department, we of course completely smashed him. Smashed his little toe, in fact, and I think he had to wear a boot on stage that night, and we had to redo all of the cues and all of the stage transitions, so that was a lot of fun.
I'd say just like hanging out there. It's like a good place to like meet with your friends during lunch.
I think a story that I'd like to share with you guys today is one of the early on rehearsals of Boys in the Photograph. There, you see a kid in the corner, like kind of pretending to dribble a ball. Another one's running back and forth, like doing kind of like laps. Another one's like stretching. A group of them started like passing an invisible ball to each other. They didn't keep track of who started it, so it was like at some point it looked like there was at least 2 or 3 balls being passed around. I think it might have been Sky threw a ball in, like an actual soccer ball in, and it completely threw all of it off. They were so focused on also reading their script that there was kids still pretending to throw that invisible ball around while they would still be kicking around the real soccer ball. It was like watching a bunch of ants just kind of run around not knowing what to do.
I have to say my favorite ACP memory was rehearsing after the fall in the middle of a river and seeing 1,000 bystanders whip out their phones and start frantically dialing 911 during the scene where I choked and drowned my wife.
Now, a ghost story. Once upon a time, there was a boy who decided that it was a good idea to sprint as fast as he could in his socks towards the fly rail. Unfortunately for that little boy, he couldn't stop in time, so he tumbled headfirst into the sharp metallic objects. He suffered several head lacerations, including one to his ear that nearly cut it in two. The doctors did the best they could for the little boy, but his ear never fully recovered. It became the very first ghost of the LBJ Theater, and to this day, if you listen closely on a dark and cold night, you can still hear it cry.